Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome on in. Happy Thursday. What y'all got going on today? Hyde, thank you for the 1 year of subby. Oh my goodness. Oh my damn. Burst over on YouTube. Welcome on in. Smell peak a mile away. The G self is very peak. It is a very, very peak. Today we're going to be working on the backpack. Backpack is going to be what we're starting on today. Got to do a minimal amount of detail painting for some of the quote-unquote thruster vents that are just kind of like the void. But this is what we have done so far. We've got the main body done. We've got the beam rifle done off screen. I did get the hands painted up. I typically don't put the hands on the kit until the end. But we have done all of the detail painting for this. I see a small spot on the head that I might need to potentially touch up. Am I able to do that without causing a disaster? I don't think so. So you know what? We're going to take Bob Ross's advice and we're not going to fiddle with it. But yeah, we've decided to not use any of the stickers on this. It's been a really fun build so far. It's been a really fun build. I love the G-Self, and I was lucky to have this version sent over to me. Put you over here on the turntable. Does my turntable still have battery? It does. Good. But welcome on in, Twitch. Welcome on in, YouTube. Hope you're all doing all right today. I'm just putting the G-Self somewhere where it's not going to go sliding into oblivion. Hyde, once again, thank you for the resubby. Enjoy work. I was a silly Billy. I have not done any vocal warm-up today, so we're going to be talking a bit softer today. But I hope everyone's doing well. I know I ended up taking a bit of an extra day off. It just kind of happened, as it does. Let's see what we need to get for this. Also, Burst, once again, welcome on in. Are you working on anything? You building anything? Also, let me get my posture set. I am, like, immediately shrimping. I've been, like, shrimping all morning, and I don't know why. Okay. That might be a little bit better. Hal, thank you for the posture check. I will absolutely be checking my posture right now. Welcome on in, Hal. Hope you're doing good. Hello, Ren. Welcome on in. Welcome. There is glare on the manual, and I cannot see a damn thing. We need P8, P7, R17. We can do that. Which I think are going to be these two big boys over here. Yeah, we're working on the big old backpack unit today, chat. We're just starting on it. Not sure how much we're going to get done today. My hand is kind of hurting today, but I still want to get something done. So we need 8 and 7, which are going to be these two monstrous bits right here. Chat, I had some cheesy potato chicken soup with broccoli before stream. It was very, very good. Outside of the fact that having cheese before talking a lot is a terrible mistake. But honestly, it was worth it. It was some good soup. I've also entered, like, my soup arc. I've been eating more soup lately. We've also entered the large, chunky pieces arc of this build. Sis, welcome on in. How you doing? What y'all got going on today, chat? What's going on in chat's neck of the woods today? move that over here. So we're going to need 2 of the Mega Polycaps. And then we're going to need R17. But good evening, a good time zone to you. Just starting to clip out parts now. And we're just going to go wherever it takes us today. Okay. Oh, chat. For those in the Discord, Einar got me a little Miku Zaku figure. And I'm going to do... I haven't really been doing model kit unboxings anymore on the YouTube channel, but I will do like an unboxing and a little video showing that off pretty soon because it's cute. It's very, very cute. Okay. So, step 1. Allie needs magnifying glass. Allie also needs to clean this damn magnifying glass. Holy... I'm thinking about moving this desk a little bit more. Haven't quite figured out yet, though, because I don't have an Ethernet cable long enough to move it where I would like to move it right now. I think I need, like... I need either a 15... Actually, I think I need about a 20-25-foot Ethernet cable. I need to look around and see if I still have any in the house. I thought I did. It may have gotten lost in the great cleaning. But if not, I'll have to grab one from Amazon. Because I really don't like this desk being, like, damned to this particular corner that it's in. Anybody starting any new builds today? Where's my glass file at? There it is. Man, these are some big old nubs. Which, to be expected. With very large parts such as these. Yo, chat, did you see all of the 30-minute missions announcements that happened? They're cooking. Like, that one unit they're rolling out that looks like an armored core, I'm already thinking of like a 30-minute Sisters build with that, because I think it would look really good. I just need to figure out which sister would look the best with it. But I've got ideas. I've got ideas. I also haven't built any of the 30-minute fantasy kits, but one of my friends is like all in on them. And they've been enjoying them quite a bit. Scooch a little bit more. For those of you who are new to the stream, we have this thing where for some reason I just gradually start to shift to the right as stream goes on. And I think it's because my camera's off center. Also, chat, I think I did end up getting a very, very weak strain of COVID. Because I have been feeling a little bit off this week. And knowing that people in the household have gotten it, it tracks. Been a little bit of coughing. Mostly like super low energy. Which has been a little suspect. You know, I'm really glad this plastic isn't, like, making scraping noises. Sometimes you run into that with a lot of these bigger parts, and, the sound of a file scraping on plastic is worse than, like, nails on a chalkboard for me. It is one way to make my entire nervous system just not okay. It's looking alright. I'm excited to be finally working on this backpack, though. The backpack is going to have a fair amount of detail painting on it. And we'll work through that as we get to it. It's mostly going to be like gray, blue, and black paint being used primarily. That's about as good as that's going to get, I think. And we have this little nubbin over here. Oh, chat, for better or for worse, Helldivers movie, November 10th, 2027. It is confirmed. They've got Jason Momoa as the lead. Here's my concern with the Helldivers movie, chat. I'm concerned that they're going to take it seriously. They need to treat the Helldivers movies like The Naked Gun. Or something like that. Because Helldivers isn't super serious. It's a parody. It's meant to be silly and awful. If they take the movie seriously, it's going to defeat basically what Helldivers is. Or Starship Troopers. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, since Helldivers is basically spoofing on Starship Troopers. Or Blazing Saddles. Yeah! Just like, have fun with it, you know? It doesn't need to be like a super serious kind of thing. I guess we'll see. Admittedly, my hopes are not super high. SG, welcome on in. How you doing, SG? What you got going on? Happy frogs. Happy frogs. Yeah, there's a lot of potential for like fun stuff to be done with it if they do it right. But you run into the issue of people who know nothing about the source material getting their hands on it. We'll see. We'll see. We got about 2 years before we got to worry about that, I guess. I tell you what, chat, the fighting on Cyberstan has been wild. It's definitely like some of the most aggressive fighting I've had in Helldivers. Where do I put this? I need to put this over here. Now that I'm thinking about it, I really should have ordered that Ethernet cable. But after stream, I'm going to go take a quick look around in a couple places, and if not, I do have a free month of Prime, at least, that I can take advantage of. This looks like a connection piece of some sort. Unicorn! Oh no, it got delayed? How far back did it get delayed? How bad of a delay is it? Oh, this is I think this is the action-based connection point, potentially. Yeah, that's what this is. And I say action-based, more like the stand that comes with it. At least a week? Ew. Ew. I hate that for you. I just got out of that saga myself, and it's... Bleh. I hate it. Oh, after Lunar New Year. Gotcha. Yeah, it's coming up on the 17th. Funny enough, Helldivers actually added a new armor for the Lunar New Year. It looks really good. Got a really cool cape celebrating the year of the horse. Oh, you got the steel haze? Ooh. We're gonna have to polish this part up again, chat. I mean, we might not even have to. This part's never going to be seen. But, out of principle, I'm gonna polish it up. I went to look at the exact one I ordered at the shop today. Oh gosh. That is a feeling when you've ordered something and you see it right in front of you. Like, it was in a bag just waiting for a delivery driver to pick it up and bring it to my house. Yo, Kotobukiya announced the new frame arms that I want to get. It, like, turns into a tank. I sent the link to Einar. I need to post it in the Discord. Because it's a cool little goober. Does this one need to be denubified? It does. So wait, your local shop does delivery? We don't really see that in my area, so that's kind of cool. And yeah, for all of you celebrating Lunar New Year, I hope it is a fantastic one. I try to keep tabs on that these days. Grip on this. There we go. I'm really curious to see what Einar thinks of those glass files that he ordered. They're ones that have like different shapes and stuff. So we're both very curious about like the structural integrity of those. Having a classic battle of the darker plastic kind of marking up a little bit easier, but that's okay. A lot of this I think is going to be covered up, and if not, I have a means to stain the plastic gray to kind of cover it up a wee bit. A little bit of this. As of now, I do not have any kits on order. And I'm going to try to keep it that way for a little bit. That is my goal, at least. Oh, this is a weird angle to come in on this. Yeah, for those just joining YouTube, you're going to be getting a video soon. For a Miku in a Zaku onesie. It's really cute. I also saw the Char version that's on pre-order now. That one comes out in July. Same thing, same pose, but just with the Char onesie instead. Char Zaku onesie, I should say. Char onesie sounds terrifying, just wearing a meat suit, I guess. I mean, we all are, technically. Did I miss any nubbins? Oh my goodness, Ferna! Ferna! How you doing? How you doing, chat? If you do not know Ferna, please, please, please go follow Ferna. Lucky, could we please get a shout out for Ferna? Could we please get a shout out? Raiders, welcome, welcome on in. My name is Allie Ashford, your friendly neighborhood half-vampire who is currently a ditto. How are you all doing? What you all up to? I was lurking a bit. Ferna, while I was eating my soup. I saw you were doing some art. I saw you were doing a little bit of art. How do I want to do something. Ah, oh, Twitch commands are so inconvenient. Ferna, thank you so much for the raid. I'm being a little bit kinder on my voice today because I didn't do any vocal warm-ups like a silly Billy. But I appreciate you rolling on in. Let me see if I can do this. There we go. There we go. W Nightbot. Yeah, Mix It Up isn't cooperate. Well, yeah. Well, it's better to say Mix It Up isn't cooperating today. But Ferna is in fact the GOAT. Yeah. Ferna is our model sister. Lucky did the rigging for both of our models proper. I'm not using that model today just because I'm a little on the low energy side. A little bit on the low energy side today, but that is okay. That is a-okay. Overall though, I'm doing pretty okay. You know what? That is true. Even as a ditto, we're still model siblings because Lucky made this ditto. Lucky made this PNG, and it is absolutely wonderful. Chat, once again, go follow Ferna. Raiders, once again, if you do not know me, my name is Allie Ashford. I do a lot of model kit related stuff. Occasionally we'll do video games, but we're doing a lot of like plastic crack related stuff these days. We are always having an existential crisis, so that is something you can always expect. You can always expect the existential crisis. Sonic Block, thank you for the follows. Enjoy your follower emotes. Ferna told me be bad, so you know. That is okay. We only bite a little bit. I said the opposite. You know what? Energy be damned. Let me hide the creature real quick. Let's put on our actual skin suit. Today, gamers. Hold on. Let me boot up the old V-Bridger. Let me boot up the old VTube Studio here. To be naughty, to be spicy. I mean, yeah. We do sometimes get spicy here. Only a little spicy. Too spicy and you get bonked. But you can have a little spice as a treat. As long as you're not over-spicing your chili. Who on earth would ever do that? Not me. Oh right. I loaded in as the Doro model. Hold on. Well, I know you can't see anything right now. Let me get this. I'm getting the system booted up, chat. Let me get the cooler turned on my phone so it doesn't like shit itself. Okay, I can do this. I know what I'm doing. I am an experienced VTuber who 100% knows what they are. Chat, I just work here. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Listen, don't at me. Oh goodness, where are my toggles? Where did they go? I can't believe I've done this. Lucky, send help. Okay, there we go. Alright, the model is currently cursed because V-Bridger isn't connected. So I'm glad you're not seeing this right now. I'm glad that you're not having to see the horrors that is whatever the hell I'm looking at right now. Okay, okay. We're cooking. We're cooking. We're a little bit cooking now. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think I can unhide myself now. I think we're okay. Rip Ferna, we love. I mean, yeah. Embarrass Ferna more, please. Oh my goodness. All right. 3, 2, 1, let's jam. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello, hello. I have awakened from my slumber. I am alive, I think. I am partially alive. But lucky. You know what? Since I'm not partially alive, let's get the eye bags. The eye bags are appropriate for today. The eye bags are appropriate for today. Oh my goodness. Also, Ferna, Raiders, if you do have to do any post-stream stuff, I totally understand. If you need to get food, get coffee, get sleep, that is totally, totally okay. But before you go, let me go ahead and just whip out my wood on stream here. All right, there we go. There we go. Behold, it is 100% Twitch TOS safe. Completely. Ferna said to touch this hot streamer. I might explode. I might explode. I'm made with 30% nitroglycerin. There's at least 30% nitroglycerin in my body. Winchester, welcome, welcome on in. How you doing? How you doing, everybody? We're just kind of vibing, chatting with the Raiders real quick. Let me go back in the corner here. Let me go back in my little punishment corner over here. But yeah, big shout out to Lucky for doing all the rigging on this model. Lucky pulled through. Big time. I do need to... I need to chat with Momo about some stuff. Not right now, though, because Momo has some guests over. But once Momo is free and settles back in, and chill, we're gonna be looking at some stuff potentially. We're gonna be looking at some stuff potentially. Ferna's gonna be my Valentine for Valentine's Day. Oh shit, Valentine's Day is coming up, isn't it? That is happening, isn't it? Yeah, Lucky, I am debating on... I'm heavily debating on those financial things right now. Because it's like... I want to do it, but... do I be responsible? Day after tomorrow. Lies. Are you sure, Ferna? Are you sure? Are you positive? Are you absolutely positive? I feel that. Just remember, I'm pretty sure Ferna can light stuff on fire. Holy caps. Yeah, chat, we're working on this little goober. We're working on this little goober today. We're currently building its massive backpack. This thing has a dumpy 4 days. This thing has a dumpy 4 days. Let me see if I can get a picture of it. Let me move these parts so I don't lose them real quick. Where's a good ass shot for this thing? But yeah, it's it might be kind of hard to see, but it's got a massive backpack with cannons on it. And bitches love cannons. Hello, it me. I'm bitches, and I do love cannons. So that's what we are attempting to work on today. Oh my gosh. You know, Ferna, you can incinerate chat as a treat. You can incinerate chat as a treat. Or we could send them to the jar. I do have a chat confinement jar. I need to get, like, an actual animation for that jar. Also, Lucky, I feel you. I need to get some coffee after this stream. Just wait till Valentine's Day. Y'all are gonna get it. She'll do it, chat. She'll do it. I have coffee right now. Just turn y'all into some Cult of the Lamb sacrifices. Winchester, what you got going on today? How's stuff going? How's stuff going? You know what? We're just going to go with that. We're just going to go with that. Okay, so that clamps together like that. But this way. And then flip that way. Chat, welcome to the stream where sometimes Allie is trying to put a square into a circle hole. That is just how it be sometimes. Just gonna go in? Yeah. Okay. I'm a sacrifice. I'm cool with it. More skulls for the skull throne. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of very, very large parts that just clamp together, chat. Like, this is a massive block of plastic. Oh, you did a little ceramic stove cleaning, chat. Once again, please, please, please go give Ferna a follow. Ferna is a great goober. Wait, what sticker is this supposed to be? Honey. Let me not dox myself. Take care. Yeah, y'all have a good one. Thank you for dropping on in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope the rest of your time zone goes fantastically. Phasmo when? I saw Phasmo has a lighthouse and a diner. Yeah, I haven't played Phasmo in so long. Okay, so we are going to have to do a little bit of detail painting on that. That's going to be gray. So we're going to paint the whole part gray, and then we'll come in later with the blue to fix that up. But you know what, Winchester? Sometimes it's okay to have a lazy day. Sometimes it is more than fine to have a lazy day. Is this the runner that I need? I need 05, which is this big chunk here. I saw the diner. It's huge. So, the last time I played Phasmo is when they updated the Asylum. And Momo and I streamed it. For those who don't know, Momo is also our model sibling. So we need that. We need that. Momo's going to be getting back to streaming at some point in the near future. They have been a busy bee. But I do look forward to their return. Usually, like, October through, like, nowish is a very busy time. Also, chat, for the YouTube side, !YT for anyone who wants to check out our YouTube. It's where we post a lot of our plastic model stuff. And perhaps occasionally Final Fantasy XIV related stuff. I've been kind of holding off on making a lot of videos simply because January, February, after Christmas are kind of ass for YouTube. Like reach, ad revenue, it's pretty bad. Up until about the start of March. But I got some things that I'm cooking on. As soon as I figure out what exactly I'm looking at. It says I need 2 of the 6 pieces, but brain is not working. Oh, now brain working. I can understand the busy. Yeah. It's like you expect stuff to kind of chill after the holidays. Not quite. Do I need to file this down, or do I just not care? Do I have to care? I might not have to care. But once again, thank you for the follows, everybody who just joined. If anyone would ever like to check out our Discord, it is !Discord in the chat. Oh, thank you, Lucky. Even though I kind of want to pour Legos down Discord's trousers right now, it is there. Ah, chat, the weather's been good lately. It's been above freezing. Listen, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. And this is all I'm going to say on it, because we did have a whole, like, conversation about it a couple days ago. But if I have to do the face scan, I'm just going to send in a picture of my VTuber's face. I'm just going to get my old model and upload a picture of its face. Like, here you go, look, I have white hair, I'm old. I mean, I am old, but... where does this go? Okay, so this has to go in a certain way. Yo, Winchester, I'm starting to get into, like, a variety of soups. Had like a creamy cheese chicken potato soup with broccoli before stream. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it was good. Oh, this is gonna be a little tricky. Huh. I'm gonna put that down for now, because that's gonna be one of those moments where there's a very small indentation on this part that I have to find to line it up correctly. And I'm definitely not seeing it offhand. Alright, chat, we need the P runner. We need the PP. Where is the PP? It's the Q runner. That's another Q runner. That's E. That's A. Is this the PP? No, that's the N runner. Chat, I don't know where my PP went. I can't find the P runner. There's G. Oh, damn it, Allie. You knocked something loose. You've ruined everything. That's why people are here, brain. People are already using workarounds. Oh, yeah. I have found the PP. Always forget you multi-stream. Hello, Lucky. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. There you go. Had some red curry chicken with rice out of a frozen container. And went a mild rant about how people who complain about unhealthy food additives, like, you know, half of the essential vitamins because the food producers use alternate names for them, should really sit down and educate themselves. Oh, that does sound good. You know what I've been doing this week? I've been adding a little bit of MSG to, like, everything, and it has been wonderful. It hasn't been excessive, but it's just been a little bit of MSG, and it's been absolutely wonderful. Wait, Lucky, they changed it, I think. Didn't mods on YouTube have wrenches? Is it now a shield? Then again, I made you a... Maybe they just changed it. I definitely like the shield more. I never really liked the wrench. It didn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. We're gonna need this goofy goober. You know where you find natural MSG and where they actually extract it from to make the powdered form? I actually don't know where it comes from. I just know it's very tasty. Oh, is it a seaweed pole? Yo, when I worked with seafood, we used to sell so much. Like, we had seaweed salad. We had a seaweed salad. That stuff sold so much, so frequently. Holy crap. It smelled good, too. I wasn't one to really get into it, but it did smell really good. It comes from Mobile Suit Gundam. Inject the microplastics directly into thine veins. Yeah, no, I've been loving it. So, we made some tacos on Tuesday. And we mixed the protein with some rice to be like kind of a filler. And I threw in a bit of a MSG, and holy smokes, that was so good. I have been missing out. Momo sent me a little glass panda full of MSG, and I didn't want to waste it. So I wanted to start using it in some, like, actually good food. And, damn. They harvest the nubs from old runners. You know, I do still wish there was a way I could recycle my runners. I do wish. In Japan, they have, like, little kiosks where you can deposit your runners. Well, I don't know, they may have gotten rid of them, but they used to be a thing. And then Bandai would come around and recollect it. I just hate wasting the plastic, but you can't really recycle it here in the States because it's like a mixed plastic. Also, Sonic, hope you have a good one. I know you have probably departed since, but sometimes my brain lags a little bit on chat. Actually, I need to check. Ads are going to be running soon. Okay, we got about 2 to 3 minutes. 2 to 3 minutes for ads to happen. So, I'm going to try to get this part cleaned up. Could try to upcycle them, turn them into arts and crafts project. That's what I was thinking, because the little plastic bars, you can actually use them for stuff. And I've seen people make some stuff out of them. I've also seen people, like, melt them down themselves and use them for stuff. I don't really have the capabilities for that, but I do find it fascinating. Imagine if they print the actual chemical names for ingredients in food. You wouldn't be able to eat lettuce because of all the weird additives. Yeah, like... Like, I understand being conscious of what is in your food. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, fam. I live in the States. Any concern that I had for whatever weird stuff they put in my food went out the window. I eat it. I eat it. Builds character. Looks like she's staring into the void. Oh, I wonder if it's my magnifying glass. Yep. The magnifying glass broke tracking. Oh, that's funny. Don't mind Allie just having a dissociative episode. Grandma Allie's at it again. Or affect parts with beams. Yeah, the beam saber runners. I've actually saved a few of those, I think. Because you can do some cool stuff with those. Do you know what the craziest and most well-known sprue reuse kit bash was? Wait, someone made... I haven't seen that one. I've seen people who made the RX-78 out of sprues. I haven't seen the board cube, though. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. Alright, now I gotta polish these parts up. Since we did sand them a little bit. Wait, the actual board cube in the show? Oh, wait, the original board cube. I see. Wait, really? I mean, I guess that makes sense, because they used a lot of models back then for a lot of the stuff they did. I never knew that, though. Alright, we're gonna let this ink sit on this part for a little bit just to restain it. That way it loses that stress point a little bit. Okay. Before Allie jumps the gun, let me go ahead and take a quick ad break chat. I'm gonna get up and stretch. We're gonna get the stinky ads out of the way. Let me put my wood away here. That way it's not completely covering the screen. But yeah, sit tight, chat. Do what you gotta do. We will be back in about 3 to 5 minutes. Alright, chat. We are back. Thank you for your patience. Did anybody get any fun ads? Anybody get any fun ads? One day someone's gonna get a Taco Bell ad and I'm gonna be happy about it. Let me get my earbuds back in here. Ooh. Okie dokie. Also, there are people who have gone over the studio models with a fine-tooth comb to identify what kits every Greeble ever. Oh, jeezums. So they just went over all the Star Wars props. Can I be honest, chat? I miss movies being made with models. Like, I know a lot of work and effort went into it, but that's kind of what made it special. Hey, just like that, the marker has stained the stress point. And it is no more. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. Alright, let's start working on this big honker here. This popped off. Chat, I've got like a little phone clamp coming in. That way I can actually like properly set up my phone for video recording instead of having to freehand it. That should be here today. Hopefully. I love the Ferna emotes. Man, I'm always conflicted, Lucky. I'm conflicted on, like, my next hairstyle. Like, do I want hair down or do I want short hair? I'm kind of leaning towards short hair. But eventually I want to get, like, hair down and just more hair than anyone should have. But yeah, I think short hair is in order, because I've always had, like, kind of long hair on my models. It can be floofy, exactly. And it's also probably easier to work with for rigging. I wonder how possible it would be to, like, have the short hair, like, work on this model. I guess that would be a lucky question. Either is fine. Longer hair, more layers is ideal. I mean, as long as it physically fits, there is no issue. Okay. Ooh, this is gonna be weird. I have to come at this on a weird angle. I don't like weird angles. This part slightly slants. And that's making it kind of tricky, so I think maybe if I go sideways, this might work if I'm just very gentle and go sideways. Oh, maybe this way will work. There we go. We got a good spot for it. We got a good bite. This part is just ever so slightly curved to the point where it's kind of awkward because you can't get like a nice smooth flow with the file on it. Actually, this has a little bit of plastic flash on it that we don't need from the molding process, so I can kind of file this down a bit too. Just kind of smoothing that out a bit. There we go. All right. Yeah, chat, you'll see that sometimes, I don't even know if I can get this on camera. Like this, I have to file this a teeny bit more, but there's going to be like a dark spot on the plastic here, and sometimes that's just unavoidable when it comes to Bandai's darker plastics. But this is a situation where there's files that Einar is looking at would potentially come in handy. Okay. 600 to 800. This will work. Just tidy these up a little bit. And by tidy them up, I mean scratch them up a little bit, and then we'll polish them back down. This is why it takes Allie so long to build, chat. Because, I'm very, very, like, meticulous about nub removal. Some might say too meticulous. As an artist, mood. Yeah, that's really what it comes down to, is you just want to keep, like, fiddling with it. And, like, sometimes if plastic gets a little more scratched up than desired, it takes a little bit of extra time to buff those scratches out. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Just a little bit of TLC. Actually, don't I have... Where is it? Never used this cloth before. I don't even know if this is how I'm supposed to be using it. But it's a very finely abrasive cloth. But yeah, this is where these really flat guys come in here. They're like the finest grits that I have. And they kind of come in and smooth stuff out. Okay. So for me, the next step is to take my marker. I'm just pulling it off screen so I can actually see it easier. And Thankfully, this ink is like a perfect color match. So there, I've put a coat of, like, this ink over it. So what that's going to do, it's kind of a little cheat that I do, is any of that plastic that is whitened, it kind of gets in there and stains it, so you don't see it. So while that does that, I'm going to come over here and work on this. This is another one of those, like, parts where it's just really awkward to hold. And you'll run into that a lot. It's just the nature of the beast. But just take your time with it. And eventually you'll find a grip that works. I'm gonna do the same thing here. Put a little stain on that. We'll let that chill for a wee little bit. Like so. And then basically I'm going to come in with a cotton swab and brush the excess off. And this is a part that we're going to have to paint. So we're going to have to put a gray layer in here, and then I'll have to do a blue outline on it. Hey, whoop. By the way, chat, y'all got any weekend plans? Y'all got anything going on this weekend? As far as I'm aware, we should be streaming tomorrow, same time. As far as I'm aware, there's nothing going to be getting in the way. And then I'll be off Saturday, Sunday, working on some stuff. Ah, here's the nubbin over here. Okay, well, that's the last part we do have to clean off. Where did I put that paint marker? Here it is. So, looking at the sticker, basically this entire interior portion is gray, and then you do an outline of blue in it. So we're going to use a different gray so it stands out a little better. This gray does not look like super sexy going on, but it looks better once it dries. Trying to keep the paint going in one direction. Okay. Not, like, perfect, but we'll let it cure. We'll let it dry. And then if we need to, we'll put another layer on it. Okay. We will have to hold off on that portion of assembly until it is ready to go, but that shouldn't affect the build. We should be able to keep going with stuff. Yeah, just like that, you can barely see any scratches on it, chat. SG, you got some coffee? You got some coffee? I don't know, like, I keep saying I want coffee. But do I really want coffee? I'm gonna hit this one more time. Hit me, baby, one more time. For the record, this is not the intended purpose of a real touch marker. Real touch markers are typically for, like, panel lining or what have you. I am not using it for its intended purpose right now. And that's okay. Move that over there. Let me lift the magnifying glass. I gotta make some desk space. I definitely gotta do that. Let's pop these in their protective coaster. Move this over here. Let that cook for a bit more. Now, the display paint, it does dry pretty fast. I will say that. I am going to do a tiny bit of cleanup in here. Because it'll always be easier to do cleanup when it's still not completely cured. And it's okay if we chip some of the gray on the edges, because it's going to be covered up by blue anyway. I'm just trying to get it off the spots that it's not supposed to be on. That's not looking half bad. I did miss a couple spots, though. It's kind of hard to see the gray on gray. All right. So we'll keep that there for now. Actually, there is one thing that I do want to work on right now. It's trying to figure out how these poly caps go in. So let me line these up on the page and actually look at them. Oh, okay, I understand. I understand now. Okay, I see how these go. I see. So to my understanding, it wants the smaller end to go in. And then it's got these tracks that it follows. Like so. Yeah, I guess that's right. I hope it's right. Yeah. This one's going to be a little bit of a fighter, it would seem. There we go. There's a satisfying click. Actually, I'm not even sure if that was supposed to do a satisfying click, but it did. Next up on our list of fun, we need L11, L14, and L13, L12. Now, do I actually know what any of that means? Absolutely not. Is this the L runner? No, that's the PP. Here's the L runner. By the way, chat, little out of left field, but I was watching someone play a game recently. It was a very, very cozy little game. It's called Creature Kitchen. It's either Creature Kitchen or Creature Cooking. But the premise of the game is you make food for cute little animals. And it's like $6 on Steam. But incredible little game. I highly recommend it if you like chill vibes. I'm not sponsored or anything. I just think it's neat. So that is 14. You get to make food for a frog. And this is 11. Sorry, chat. I just boinked the microphone. Okay. So these are for the right side. The reverb, exactly. The delicious reverb. Hi, Fennel. How are you? Let me posturize myself here, chat. Posture check. Ugh. My spine. But happy Thursday, Fennel. Welcome, welcome on in. We're working on the backpack now in all of its chunky glory. We're waiting for some paint to dry right now. So I'm just skipping ahead to the next step and just getting some stuff prepared. Okay, so that's that. Okay, we can continue doing this. Doing all right. Could use a nap. I feel that. I feel that. It's a sleepy old Thursday. It is a sleepy old Thursday. Welcome back, Hyde. Hyde, thank you for the 1 year of ads. Thank you for the ads, ass. Thank you for the resubby. I can't talk today, and that's okay. That's okay. Words are an illusion. Yesterday was a sleepy day. What runners do I need? Today I learned fake sneezes make my dog get hyper. Oh no. Oh, that little goober. Have you been working on your Kit Bash project, Fennel? Also, for those curious, my voice is going to sound low energy today. I'm being very, very gentle with it today. Oh, you know what? They probably make... You know what? The sneezes, they're probably like the snurfs. The little snurfs that they do. Do you need this part here? Also, chat. We're going to be doing a stream with somebody in the chat here in the near future. Oh, there's the reverb again. Enjoy. Oh no, the shoulder pegs kept splitting. I wonder what caused that. Also, I've got the 2 dumbest builds in Hollow Knight. I love silly builds. I love silly Billy builds. Sorry, chat. My runners are doing the thing where they're, like, collapsing all around me. I can't find my S-runner. I'm having a little bit of a time finding my S-runners. That's R. That's P. Maybe they're not the color that I think they are. That's probably the case, actually. Nani? Runner Doko. Interesting. Where are these runners at? Like, I know they're here. I just don't know where. Back to work. Have a great rest of the stream. Hope work goes well for you, Hyde. I know you've been itching. I know you've been itching for the asphalt again. I've got it almost perfect. It's a hairpin split now. Oh, I see. I understand. Gotcha. Are these parts yellow? Honey. Huh. Wait a minute. Ah, okay. I think I know what happened. I think my S-runner has taken an adventure under my runner holding apparatus. All right. So we're going to have to pull out all these runners real quick and lift up our runner library here. Also, let me double read what you said here. The drill, even vice clamped, shut, splits the 2 pieces apart. Almost got a perfect hairpin split now. Well, I hope it functions okay for you. I know that can be frustrating, especially when it's like parts of that nature. Aha! I can't wait to see it when it's done, though. It looks wicked. So far, I dig the concept. Alright. Now we rebuild everything. Put that over there. So I've got a wooden, like, runner divider off camera. So that's where I'm putting all these little goobers. Right, meow. So enjoy the plastic ASMR for a moment. It works more or less. The arms are still secure. It's really just cosmetic at this point. Gotcha. We had to do some, like, brass rod surgery on a couple of our previous kits. There's a little model kit line. It's called Isekai Ryoko no Techo. And you've got these little goobers of various fantasy jobs. And they had some neck issues, so I had to jam a rod down. That was my first time ever, like, using a drill, a vise, a brass rod. It's been a learning experience, learning how to, like, fix things when they break. Okay, just need that piece. What about that? Okay, cool. I had to check something real quick. I'm thinking, chat. I'm doing a big think thonk right now. Doing a big heckin' think thonk. And I know that's dangerous for me. Okay. I just need to cut out these two circular bits here. And then we'll start cleaning stuff off. I'm basically trying to buy as much time as I can for that gray paint to dry. And it's about time to cotton swab this particular section here. Just got to get that ink off. I let it dry a little bit too much, and that's okay. It'll come off. Yeah, I was telling chat that last night they announced a new frame arms kit, and I really want it. It's like a little goober who turns into a tank, but they also have a sword. It makes no sense, but I love them. I love them already. Plus, I've never built, like, a frame arms mecha proper. Wish I had... Maybe this is what this is for. Maybe I can use this to buff a little bit. We had a part here that got kind of scratched up, so we just been doing some, like, maintenance on it to get it looking good again. I also need to get me some new cotton swabs, Chad. I'm low. Almost out. I need that, and I need some new toothpicks. They can be your best friends while modeling. Okay. Excellent. So, where do we go from here? We scream. That is what we do. Put that over there. Put these over there. Move that over there. Grab one of these. Grab the magnifying glass. And now, we clean stuff. By the time these parts are clean, I think I can apply the next bit of paint on that other part, and we'll be Gucci. We'll be good to go. I need to rinse my glass file out today. It's been a while. It's been a while. Okay. So, the backlog video project is in the works. It'll be a little bit easier once I get my phone clamped today, but we're cooking. We're cooking now, finally. We got the Miku video planned. So we got some things coming out soon. I need to figure out how I want to do the thumbnails for these. Okay. Sorry, chat. Something went down my throat. The wrong way. Okay. Oh yeah, chat. Are y'all watching any anime right now? Y'all got any, like, anime that you're watching? Yo, Dungeon Meshi is getting a season 2. Yo, I need to get around to the new Trigun. I need to see Vashi. And I need to see Vash and his boyfriend. Reference to the old Trigun. Yeah, I've been meaning to watch that. I don't really know anything about it. This year is crazy for the old heads. I love it. I love it so much. Wait, there's an Oron announcement? And a Doro. Yeah, the Doro. Oh, I have some friends who are going to be ecstatic if they're doing anything with Oron. New Oron project in the works, apparently, to be released this year. Ooh, okay. We'd love to see that. Animated project? Ooh. Okay, now I'm very curious. We love Oron Host Club. Before you know it, we'll be getting some new Azumanga Daioh. Imagine if we do. I wish I were a bird. Like Azumanga Daioh, Nichijou. Ah, some classics. Yo, you know, speaking of some older anime, the 20s really do seem like the 90s 2.0. It kind of does, yeah. I've been meaning to do this for a very, very long time. But I need to go back and rewatch and finally finish Witch Hunter Robin. Because I blame a lot of my current aesthetic on Witch Hunter Robin entirely. And I never got to finish it, so I need to go back and watch it. But it had banger music to it. So that's on my list of revisitation. Oog, Witch Hunter Robin. Memories unlocked. I am here to unlock your core memories. They shall all be unlocked. I need to go back and rewatch Wolf's Rain, too. Because when I was younger, I didn't really understand the show. I feel like now that I'm older and my brain has finished developing, I might understand it better. Same with Big O. Wolf's Rain also had some incredible music with Steve Conti. And it's all in that like era where it's got like the Cowboy Bebop Outlaw Star-esque like animation style. Stardust Memory from Gundam has it too. I don't know if there's a specific term for that style, but I really like it. It's got like the really intentional lines and it just looks good. Good soup indeed. Oh, chat, I'm debating. I'm debating if I want to go out and get something to eat after stream. I've been really, really good, like, these last couple weeks. Last month, I would say. Like, I've cut soda out by 95%. I'm mostly just keeping some ginger ale around for when my bouts of nausea decide to pick a fight with me. But, yeah, like, outside of maybe getting a soda when I go out to get, like, takeout here and there, yeah, I've basically cut it out a good solid 95%. So I'm pretty happy about that. ADHD brain was not happy about that, by the way. That's kind of why I've been staying away from coffee, too. I haven't really been drinking coffee. Like, at all. It's been pretty much just water and my... I've got some, like, zero sugar Powerades just because I have horrible fluid retention. That's really been the only, like, flavored thing I've been drinking. Just had my coffee of the day. And it's like, I'll still have a cup of coffee here and there, probably, since I just drink decaf to begin with, but... It's been interesting. Like, watching my brain kind of train out of what was the norm, you know? A little bit of that. Alright, yeah, that's looking pretty good. I do need to hydrate real quick. We are coming up on ad break in about 2 minutes. Chat, I need to do a cleaning of my computer vents here. It's about time. It's another reason why I want an Ethernet cable. I thought sliding the desk away from the main HVAC vent would help. It's just such a big vent that it's just pulling the dust regardless. I'm, for better or worse, a regular coffee drinker. I do not blame you, though. I do not blame you. The bean juice has come in clutch on many a day. I do still love and appreciate my bean juice. Me and the boys up at 3 a.m. looking for beans. The bean juice calls. And thanks to Hyde, we still have a surplus of throat coat tea, which I'm going to start drinking a cup of that every Tuesday before I go to vocal lessons. Which I'm bummed that I had to cancel my vocal lessons this week. It was for a good reason, though. I didn't want to risk bringing COVID into their office. Also had to reschedule an appointment because it fell on the same day. Chat, what day is the 19th? What day does the 19th fall on? I'm only asking because I don't have my keyboard. It's a Thursday. Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 1 week from today. Okay. Oh, no, because it's a day after my birthday. Your birthday is very soon. Your birthday is very, very soon. Welcome. Welcome to being older. Well, not quite yet, but soon. Also, Osaka, thank you, thank you. Osaka, I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. Okay, so what that tells me is... next week, I'll have a doctor Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Which works out, because we're kind of... we don't really stream on Tuesdays anymore. And Friday's kind of like an every other kind of stream Friday, because of doctor's appointments, so... that means we'll be streaming Monday, Wednesday, hopefully Saturday? It'll probably be a light stream week next week. I was going to say I'm officially mid-20s, but I've been in my mid-20s. You're well on your way. You're well on your way to the 3-0. Save yourself. Torso and legs assembled on the last Space Marine I had lying around. Only need to select what arms to put on him now. Need to get him armed up. As if my back and knees aren't bad enough as it is. Understandable and felt. Always like to joke around, because, like, people will tell you that, like, oh, when you hit 30, that's when your check engine light comes on. Homie, our check engine light has been on. Our check engine light was on the moment we got that car out of the lot. Do not recite the old magics to us. We were there when it was written. Oh, gosh. I hope you're able to have a good birthday, though, Fennel. Hope you're able to enjoy it. Have a good time. Have a PogChamp Lunar New Year. 30 was such a long time ago. There are kids with driver's licenses that weren't born when I was 30. Took until 38 for mine to kick in. I look 25, but I feel like I'm 55. Yeah, aging's weird. So, admittedly, I'm going to say this. And it might be because I started taking better care of myself. I have felt better in my 30s than I have my 20s. Which is likely because of all the medicines that I've been fortunate enough to get. But it's been interesting. I am being very careful with my back, though. I am being very careful with my back. I used to teach, and my students drive now. Horrifying. Ugh. It's like one of those existential moments. Vim, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Enjoy your follower emotes. Yes, enjoy the nuggies. The nuggies will rise up. I was going to potentially get Taco Bell today, but I think I'm just going to go up to my local barbecue place and get some nuggies. I have nieces and nephews that I can discuss hobbies with that weren't born when I was 30. Time really, really not kind. How do you take care of yourself? I've largely been awful to myself for the last 5 years. With respects to diet and exercise. Like, exercise and stuff and diet, it's definitely been, like, a struggle. Especially, like, when you have, like, in my case, I have, like, autism paired with ADHD. So, you have ADHD brain that craves sugar, and you have, like, autistic brain that has sensory issues with textures of a lot of foods that are healthy. And I like the taste of the foods, but the texture sensitivity makes me feel like I'm going to self-detonate. So it's definitely been a struggle, I admit. And I've kind of entered this scenario of it's a lot of moderation is what it's coming down to. Like, trying to eat a little bit less overall. Mostly, like, portion control. I've been trying to do portion control. I've been trying to do... what am I trying to say? I've cut out sodas, like, 95%. And I already feel better. Like, I'm already feeling better having done that. Also, Vim, hope your day in time zone is going well. ADHD mentioned. Hell yeah. Alright, I'm going to take a very quick pause there, chat. The ads are about to roll on Twitch. I don't want anyone to get smacked by those while we're kind of chilling and chatting. So for those on Twitch and YouTube, sit tight for just a quick moment, and we will be right back. Meowdy, 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 chat. Thank you for your patience. Thank you. Ugh. I just went and grabbed my shoes so I can kind of prep for when I do go out. Because, normally, I have a little gravel driveway that I like to park in, out in front of the house. It makes it easier for me. But, currently, it's still covered in snow and ice and stuff. So, I've been using the driveway. However, what that means is if I need to go out and do anything, I need to do it before the other housemates get home, so my car doesn't get blocked in. Osaka, welcome to the Twitch side of the force. Yeah, whenever the internet allows, we do dual-wheeled streams. Pop-out chat is very nice, though. Doing well here, just doing water slide hell with my kit. I have like 158 decals. Oh boy. Oh boy. I wish you the most of luck. Let me get my earbuds in here, chat. Okay. I gotta be honest, this backpack is like really fun to put together. Like even with the little bit that we've done so far. In the next few streams, it's going to be much more detail painting heavy, I believe. And that's okay. It looks like the cannons are like 2 slabs put together, so those are going to have a seam line. I might go back and get rid of that seam line. Actually, that wouldn't be a hard seam line just to get rid of. Like, out the gate. Yeah, this is the one with the really big backpack on it. Maybe we'll do a tiny bit of seam line removal on that. But I've been having a lot of fun with the kit. It's been really good so far. We haven't been using like any of the stickers, so we've just been painting up the deets. So now I'm going to try to paint this without messing it up. I've got to do a blue ring around it. So I'm just going to go very slowly. There is going to be some paint cleanup, and that's going to be okay. That'll be just fine. Just taking it as slow as I can go. And then we'll clean up the excess paint later. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to do a multi-coat on it while it's still wet. Normally I would wait till it dries off for this, but I'm being stubborn. Okay, it's not perfect, but you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. I have to fight, like, shaking hands, so that's kind of my ever-present struggle with painting. So now I'm going to come in with this bamboo skewer and just clean up the excess that got where it didn't need to be. And then I might potentially do some touch-ups with the gray paint later, but I'm not looking for perfection in this. This is definitely in Allie's school of good enough, still better than the sticker. I will have to do a little more gray because I came in a little bit wide on one side of this. So once it cures again, I'll come in with the gray and tidy that up a bit. For those curious, we are using the Display paint markers. which I've been a fan of. And the good news is we can, like, still assemble what we've got. Yeah, the kit is an absolute unit of a high grade. Just gotta come in here. Because I nicked a tiny little bit of the paint. But yeah, I always like to make sure it's dry, because then you run into a complication of, like, wet paint getting on the wrong color of marker and all that fun jazz. And that's the kind of jazz that we don't like. Okay. So I'll just have to do a very, very tiny bit of touch-up with the gray. But that's good. I can sit there for now. Now we can at least assemble some stuff. Now we can actually do a little bit of stuff of building. Okay. I need polycaps. I have polycaps. They're right here. Oh, Fennel. I saw that thing that you posted. The little, Forgive me, I've forgotten the name of the line. But it's the little, like, resin-looking Gundam dude. Those look really cool. Yeah, the minis. The Superior Defines. I've always wanted to get my hands on those and just take a look at them. That looks like a fun little goober. It is charming to see it all together. Because I know they released those in, like, little batch sets, I think. Actually, funny enough, I saw a set of those at Barnes & Noble. They're not great builds, Amayo. Fits aren't great. They say no need for glue, but that is a lie. Alright, so keep my glue on hand. Keep my glue on hand. Noted. Okay. Yeah, no, it's really cute seeing it. I like the little goobers. Yeah, for those just joining us, this is the G-Self Assault Pack, which is this goober here. You've got the normal mobile suit, which we've got built off screen. We're now working on this big chungus up here, which it's not a lot of parts, but it's a lot of big parts. So yeah, that's what we're kind of cooking together right now. Not as bad as the artifacts, though. Had a terrible time building the O. It drew blood and everything. Oh, no. It demanded the blood sacrifice. Oh, jeez. The blood rite has been completed. Snap those yellow bits in. Send to the pick on Discord? Hell yeah. Exclamation point Discord for anyone who does want to join, by the way. No pressure. I know Discords accumulate very quickly. Once you're in the Discord, there's a few things that you'll have to click to get your role to see the rest of the Discord. If there's any issues with it, I can take a look and get you fixed up. So this is the connection point. This right here is what holds the G-Self solely to this backpack. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't just a teeny bit scared, but it is a very big peg. It is a very big peg, so... Plus, I've never really heard any issues about it, so that's a good sign. Looking for my gray marker real quick. Whew. Okay, I'm gonna hold my breath on this one. Okay. I'm just fixing the accidental overflow that I did. I'm almost at the point where I'm good to not fiddle with it. It's just one section down here. Just trying to straighten it up is the hard part, but I don't know. Trying to get me to do anything straight is kind of rough. Sorry for the silence, chat. I'm just locked in. A little bit. There we go. All right, just a tiny bit of cleanup, and I will call that where I want it. You got some blue on me. You want some blue? Big backpack. I remember the Psycho Verka. Yeah, I want to get the high grade Psycho Zaku. I don't think I would ever get the master grade, but I would like to get the high grade. Let me take a look at Discord real quick. Got a nub in my mouse. That's never what you want. Ooh. I'm seeing those Smurfs, Winchester. I like them. There's the Heavy. The Heavy is my main in Space Marine 2 when I play it. I love the Heavy. I'll probably switch to Tech Marine when it comes out. Ooh, Fennel, that looks good. I like that. Ooh. I'm a big fan of the O. I don't have the high grade of the MG of it, but I am a big fan. I'll probably get the high grade eventually. Let me hook you up, Vim. Alright, Vim, you should be able to see the rest of the Discord now. You should. Using expired eyeshadows. Just jam it in. Just jam it in. Alright. Speaking of jamming it in, let's get this put together, shall we? Probably still some work I could do up here for these parts, but yeah, it's gonna have a clamp on top of it anyway, so that's not too bad. So next up is this little bit here. Okay, just gotta tidy it up a little bit. Forgot to mention, I bagged a $10 Turohachi today from someone selling backlog in my club. Hey, yo! That is a damn score. Holy. Good show on that one. Damn. That is a good one. Very, very well done. I'm probably going to be painting black inside of these vents, by the way. They appear to be... yeah, it's... okay, I'm going to give them some, like, interior color just so they pop. I'll do that once it's all put together, though. It'll be my third Torodachii. I just love the bugger. Hey, that is totally fair. That is totally fair and based. Oh, this is weird. Oh, I guess that is how this goes together. Huh. Fascinating. Interessante. Got a tiny bit of blue on this that needs to be destroyed. But yeah, no, I mean, I totally get that. I try to collect the Sinanchu Stein in whatever scale it comes out in, so I feel that. So this cap here... by the way, the Stein not having any form of SD is a crime that needs to be corrected immediately. Bandai, I'll have my people call your people. Disclaimer, I don't have any people. Oh, this thing is a brick, and I actually love it. Okay, so... how does this go in? Like this? Yes. Use my bamboo skewer to get that in. Please! Rosen Zulu SD when? Also, speaking of the Rosen Zulu and its lineage, Bandai, when are we gonna get a high-grade, Hama Hama? We have a Reborn 100 of it, but where's the HGUC Hama Hama? I need to know, Bandai. I'm a Hama Hama enjoyer, and it's just fun to say. But I use the Hama Hama a lot in a battle operation. But that is what the Rosen Zulu in part was developed from. I'm so sorry, chat. I know I keep swapping between little paint things that I see that I need to do. Good. Okay. That's good. That's Gucci. We're not touching that anymore. Look at this, chat. We got ourselves a little brick. I do need to paint in here, though, so we are going to do that. But yeah, Rose and Zulu, anything of that line, I love it. Such a good suit. Half the interior of my enameled pan is squeaky clean. Now I got the rest of it with another 12 hours of oven cleaner. For painting the insides of these little things. And then I'll do paint cleanup as needed. Because it is going to be a little bit messy, and that's fine. It can be a messy little guy as a treat. Again, one thing I love about the display paint is it's really easy to clean if you make an oopsie or have spillage anywhere. Just little things to give it a little more personality. This one's fighting me a little bit, but that's okay. We will win in the end. Yeah, I really like the display markers. Like, they're not perfect, you know, they have their pros and their cons, but I genuinely really like them. It's made my life easier instead of having to rely on Gundam markers so much. Really, my only qualm with the Gundam markers is the soft plastic tip they have on them is poor design. Soft tip is definitely the way to go. But I do still have some of my Gundam markers because they have some colors that I really like, especially in the Xeon set. The Xeon set is like really cool with some of the colors they give you. It's like a bunch of like rustic stuff, which I'm a fan of. I like rustic vibes. See, chat, that already looks so much better just having some color in there. But yeah, the display markers are typically pretty cheap depending on where you get them from. I got a full set and it wasn't much money, like, at all. I will say, the only issue I'm running into in this immediate moment for cleaning is I cannot get my light at a proper angle to save me right now. I want to try painting an entire kit in markers only just to see. RX-78 set, and I might take a look. One of my intrograde peepaws. Ooh, that could be fun. You know what I've really wanted to get my hands on, Fennel? They have those like entry grades, but they're they're like printed in just like matte gray. I would love to get my hands on one of those just to play with paint. Oh, you have a few of them? Hell yeah. Let's go. Yeah, I've built a few of the entry grade grandpas. The peepaws. I have the entry grade of that, the Strike, and the new Gundam that I've built. I keep forgetting an entry grade Wing Gundam even happened, so every time I see it, I'm like, when did you happen? Oh, they have really poor fits. Something about the plastic they used is really strange. Oh, interesting. Okay. That I did not know. I know Bandai's made some kits out of, like, lime. I think they do that for, like, the dinosaur ones. I know they made a Grandpa entry grade out of eggshells once. Just trying to get some little spots that I missed. The entry Strike is already a kit I'm not a fan of, but the entry Painting Strike stresses instantly. Ooh. Yeah, that's not what you want. That's not what you want at all. I stress enough as it is. I don't need my kit stressing immediately. Yeah, I wonder what it is with the plastic that they use. I guess just brittle. Sometimes I would love to be a fly on the wall at Bandai just to see, like, some of the decisions made and, like, ways that those decisions happened. Something about the gray and the white. Yeah. That's interesting. It's always interesting to run into, like, little quirks like that. Because, like, I know clear kits are typically considered, you know, more brittle. Keep finding little bits here and there. Little bits. Yeah, the black paint in here isn't perfect. So I haven't been able to get, like, all the way into it. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. I'll try one more time over here. I know it's a little off camera right now. I'm just trying my best to see. And it's being a little bit... Okay, there we go. Now my light's on maximum. I try not to do it on max because it gives me a headache, and it, like, turns my skin into a flashbang because I'm a damn ghost. Clear plastic is pretty brittle. I always say you have to cut them with intention when making them. Understandable, though. Like, I've never built a clear kit, but just working on, like, the clear pieces that I do come across. I can definitely understand that. Okay. Look at that. We did a thing, chat. We did a thing. So basically the next step is putting on the arms some of these support gear on the lower end, the thrusters. Following that comes the big fins, or whatever you want to call them, that's where a lot of detail painting is going to be. A lot of blue and gray. And then we get to the cannons and the little handles that it has for control. I can't remember if the little tiny handles it has are actually guns or if they're just control units. Missiles, will be painting all the tops of the missiles in red. So that will take us a short amount of time. Not a lot amount of time, but we'll be able to get that done all nicely. But I want to give the missiles some color. And it's just final assembly and the big old stand. I don't know where I'm putting this yet. I've only just now realized this. Allie does not know where she is putting this yet on her shelf. I'll have to find out quick. All right. I think that's about all I'm going to do for today, chat. I do have to panel line this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this chunk separate, and then we're going to build all the individual pieces, and then panel line them before slapping them to the backpack. But just to give you, like, an idea of scale, like, here is the Gundam. And here is only a portion of the backpack. It is large. It is very large. And it's going to get much larger. G-Self does love her big backpacks. I want them. I don't think they will. I want a tricky pack so bad. Because 1, it's pink. 2, it looks goofy. That's all I need. I need a tricky pack to exist. All right, let me take a look, chat. Let me take a look around the old Twitch.television here. I want to see who's doing what today. Because I do want to get going before my car gets kind of blocked in. Tomorrow we will be streaming, as far as I'm aware. Shouldn't have any issues tomorrow as far as stream goes, so we can work on our backpack a little bit more. Let's see, who be doing what today? Who be doing what today? Hey, God and Nobody, welcome on in. We got this chunk of the backpack done today. It's a big old chunk, and this is like just the core of it. Hope you're doing all right today. We are starting to wind down for the day. But I'm trying to see if there's anyone we can raid out to today. I might have somebody. Yep. Chat. We're gonna go harass the rat. We're gonna go harass the rat today. It's been a while since we've harassed the rat. Let me get that link up. Let me get that link up for those of you on YouTube so I can paste it over for you. Where are you, Rat? There you are. Rat is learning how to play Warhammer today. And then Rat has cat cam on. There you go, YouTube. There is Rat's link. Chat, first and foremost, thank you all for being here today. Did about a 2.5 hour stream, almost 3 hours. Tomorrow we should be able to go a little bit longer, hopefully 4 hours. Get some solid work done on the backpack. That'll be my main goal. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the resubbies. Thank you for the streaks. Thank you just for being here and chatting it up with me. Exclamation point Discord, exclamation point YT, exclamation point socials, if for whatever reason you're on the social hellscape like I am. And that's pretty much all of our major exclamation point things. We are sending you over to Irradiated Rat. Can I spell your name right? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Rat is a good bean. Rat does Gundam, Rat does Warhammer, Rat is learning how to Warhammer. So let us take a cheeky gander and get some stuff going. Okay. Alright, chat. I should be able to catch you tomorrow. Have a lovely rest of your time zone. Have a lovely rest of your day. And I think that's all I got. My name has been Alien Ashford, your friendly neighborhood half-vampire, and I will catch you all in the Discord, screaming in the void.